1点ビハインドの中迎える今日の試合ですが、攻撃面で選手たちと共有した部分、どういったところでしょ
う。Ja, wir wollen natürlich versuchen, viel Druck aufzubauen in unserem Heimspiel heute und natürlich auch möglichst schnell ein Tor erzielen. Wir müssen aber auch aufpassen auf die Konterstärke des Gegners und das ist uns ja im Hinspiel auch 2-3 Mal leider zum Verhängnis geworden, dass wir da auch am Ende noch ein Tor reinbekommen haben. Also wir müssen aggressiv und offensiv spielen und trotzdem defensiv besser verteidigen.
そうですね、前から行く部分っていうのは、やらなきゃいけない部分だと思います。それにしても相手もカウンターの部分、そこも気をつけながら、前に来て、やっぱり自分たちらしさっていうアグレッシブに前に進むっていうところ、そこは必要だと思いますし、できるだけ早い時間に点が取れたらいいと思っています。
今カウンターとありましたが、失点すると逆に難しい展開になってしまいます。守備面で徹底したいところも教えてください。
Ja, vor allen Dingen müssen wir ein besseres Passspiel haben als im Hinspiel. Wir haben leider durch einige einfache Passfehler den Gegner zu seinen Kontern gebracht und das sollte uns heute besser nicht passieren.
前回対戦では自分たちのパスミスからカウンターを受けるシーンっていうのがあったので、特にそういった簡単なパスミスをしないようにっていうところは気をつけていきたいと思っています。
水曜日の試合はおよそ3ヶ月ぶりの勝利ということで、選手たちにも笑顔が見られました。メンタルの面でもいい影響というのはありましたか？
そうですね、勝つことによって多少報われるというか、そういうところもあったので、ただ今日勝たないことには勝ち上がれないので、そこの辺の、みんなの捉え方は、しっかりしてましたけど、
ここ2試合は4点、3点と得点を奪えていますけれども、今日はどういった戦いを見せていきたいですか？
そうですね、点は取りたいですし、ただしてもいいので、そこは広島さんの強さもありますし、しっかりと状況を判断してやっていければなと思います。
今日は広島得点を奪うためにかなりプレッシャーをかけてくると思います。どういったあたり注意していきたいですか？
今本当に個人の能力は高いですし、前の推進力はありますし、特徴のあるいろんなタイプの選手がいるので、ここで負けないのはもちろんですけれども、チームとしてしっかりと合わせて組織でも守れるようにしていかないといけないと思います。
勝利のポイントというのは監督どのあたりに見られてますか？
試合の入りと本当前半の戦い方だと思います。
Hello everyone, welcome to the Edion Peace Wing Hiroshima as we await the second leg of this Levain Cup quarter-final between Sanfrecce Hiroshima and Shonan Bellmare. It's a finely balanced tie with the visitors having a 1-goal advantage after a topsy-turvy first leg. Bellmare coming from behind to win by 3-2, but it's the aggregate after 2 legs that really do matter, and Hiroshima will fancy their chances of overcoming Bellmare for the first time in this competition. They are the league form team of the two. Great atmosphere in this new stadium. Kato with an award early on, scored the first goal of the first leg, a header after a wonderful move by his team, but didn't quite go to script after that. A valued member of this team. Only 2 league goals this season, but scored in the Empress Cup as well as the League Cup. The man who came from Osaka, 28 years of age now, the man from Saitama. He will now be focusing on getting back to business and overcoming this Bellmare team that refused to know when they're beaten. Hot here, hovering around 30 degrees. Another warm day, another one tomorrow in Hiroshima, around 35 degrees. The expected high, so I imagine we will get a drinks break halfway through each half. Well, the presentations, the niceties are out of the way, and now we get down to business. Great atmosphere, and quite a few have made the 500-mile trip from the precincts of Tokyo down to Hiroshima, the away fans. Let's first though look at Sanfrecce, and Hiroshima coach Michael Skibber makes 4 changes to the side that lost on Wednesday. Ryo Germaine replaces Valerie Germaine up front. Shuto Nakano comes in for Daisuke Suga in midfield, with Shunki Higashi replacing Hayo Kawabe on the other flank. Naoki Maeda with partner Musuki Kato, they're in an attacking midfield role. The referee today is Koichiro Fukushima. Fukushima, good game, along with his assistants on the pitch and those who are in the truck as well. VAR available for this match. Well, for Bellmare, just the one change from Wednesday, and that's in central defence. 22-year-old Shinya Nakano replaces Seri Matsumuru, who is not in the squad. Coach Satoshi Yamaguchi, no doubt hoping a settled side will bring another win. Three goals from a side that's been struggling in the league, in the relegation zone at the moment, but this perhaps a welcome distraction in their changed kit. There's a little flash of green on the neck, which I think is a nice design touch. They won't worry about that. They'll be worrying about getting themselves wound up for this tie and a chance to continue their run of wins in the cup. 6 J.League Cup meetings now, 5 wins before this season. We saw them together in the group stage in the 2015 edition and played out a 2-2 draw. Sanfrecce, of course, slightly shorter route, came in last round, won on penalties against Avispa Fukuoka. Sanfrecce Hiroshima, then Shonan Bellmare, second leg here in Hiroshima, about to get underway. Bellmare get us underway. They're the team who lead by 3-2 on aggregate. Will they be leading at the end of 90 minutes here? Remember, aggregate score is our first decider. If that's level, and we go to extra time, and if we're level after the extra time, well, hold on to your hats, we'll go to penalties. Fuji for the visitors. Good header from the captain. Suzuki was very impressive in the first tie. Remember, it was Sanfrecce who opened the scoring with a wonderful goal. And here's a chance for the visitors. Not dealt with very well by Yamazaki. I was going to say it's a wonderful goal. Kato with the header, but a flowing move. We saw some great football. We saw some not so great football as well. Jong in the Sanfrecce goal had a couple of moments. Strong, but not a foul, you'd have thought, from Nakano. 22-year-old on loan from Gamba Osaka, yet to make his league debut for his loan club. Over Shkeba will be hoping that, given their league form, they'll overcome their opponents here. But it would be a great fillip for Bellmare if they could continue into the semi-finals. You never know, may bleed into their league form as well. Here's Yamazaki on the far side. Nakano getting forward, and that was one for Germaine to go for with a good clearance, and the ball in this time just not good enough. Bright opening couple of minutes. There's the man who has replaced his namesake, the Japanese player, in for his French namesake. Great atmosphere, really good atmosphere in this stadium. It can hold just over 28,500. We've been here for some time, making a noise. Sasaki. Back to Jong. And Shiotani. Happy just to slow things down a little bit. Ball over the top is not the worst idea. Nakano was making tracks. Three other matches, they kick off half an hour after this one. Satoshi Yamaguchi. Not a man to show too many emotions, if truth be told. '50th meeting between these two sides. It is Sanfrecce has the slight advantage. Shiotani finding Yamasaki. Three at the back for both of these teams, with roving wing backs. There's one of them, Nakano. Shiotani. Happy just to stick inside their half, not pressing too hard. Higashi with the ball down the line. First venture down this left flank for the home side. Nice little turn from Akida. Fuji will be Just held up by the assistant. It just went over the line. Yamasaki, Nakano. They're sitting tight. Bellmare. They have the lead, but sitting tight for too long will invite a goal from the home side. They need to get up the other end as well. Nakano, good possession now from the home side. Yamasaki entering forward. Suzuki, the captain, happy, even though he's normally a centre half, to get forward. Here he is again. Higashi, not too easy, these passes, not too much pressure from Bellmare. Kojima in a tight spot, keeps possession. Now the ball over the top, it's a decent one as well. The bounce wasn't kind for Naoki Maeda. Five minutes gone. Mostly one-way traffic at the moment. Didn't get the touch he needed, but it was a lovely ball and a nice run as well over the head of Matsumoto, who was struggling to keep up there. They'll meet here again in December, last day of the season in the league. That might be a really big one for both teams, given how it's going to go between now and then. Could be a relegation battle and a real important one at the top of the table as well. The man who's leading the line for the home side scored in the other league fixture between the two on May the 7th, where Germaine, just after 6 minutes. That was enough to settle the 3 points. Not about points, about cups. This tie, the Levain Cup at the quarter-final stage. Yokohama F Marinos losing to Kashiro Reiso in the first leg. They will get underway shortly. That was a 4-1 scoreline. Yokohama FC 2-0 up against Vissel Kobe, and Urawa Reds and Kawasaki from Tale. They are one apiece. We'll keep you up to date with that. Felipe, the Brazilian, always a handful up front. 31 years of age now. Came from Greece to Japan. Had a itinerant career. Suzuki finding himself in traffic, the captain of the visitors. Scored their first goal on Wednesday. That's a decent ball in, and it's well dealt with. It was Matsumoto in the end who cleared the danger, and at the moment it's one-way traffic. Nakajima. Misaki, we've seen a lot of the ball already. Looking to find options. That's a nice ball, driven hard for Kato to chase, and he'll get the ball in. Keep it in. That's a decent ball as well, but straight at Yoshida, who looks to distribute quickly to Felipe. Runs into trouble, looking for something from the referee. And Mr. Fukushima says no thank you. That was a fair challenge. Suzuki spreading the ball nicely to that far side. Maeda. Busy. Can they breach Bellmare's defences here? It's a decent ball to the far post where Kato was lurking. Headed a goal for now from that position. Good positioning from Yoshida. Man on loan from Urawa Reds to make his league debut, but the Cup, of course, as we see in so many different competitions around the globe, can be a chance for fringe players to shine. Higashi. Misaki once again. Now Shiotani. Jean not had too much to do so far in the first 10 minutes of this game. Ball from Sasaki. It was nicely read by Ohio. Referee thinks about the whistle. We'll bring it back. Trying to play advantage. There was none. Clumsy from Matsumoto, and then probably fouls Germaine as well. Sasaki, Higashi, nice little turn from Kato. Germaine trying to thread the ball through. Fuji got down this right flank nicely in the first leg. This is his first chance to do something here. Double team straight away. And that's a poor ball. Oh, advantage, says the referee. It's a good advantage. Here comes Maeda looking for support. Germaine looking to get it on that left foot. Not far away. Good advantage from the referee. Give him credit there. It was a poor ball from Fuji, who found himself in a place with very little options. And the break was quick. Good ball from Maeda. Got that ball onto that left foot, and Germaine unable to curl it in. Oh, it was not far away, was it? Yellow for Matsumoto, just confirmation of that. Referee having to go back. Credit to him, letting this game flow where he can. Good from Felipe, who has stayed down, I think looking for the referee's decision, but he's okay. Higashi. Fans urging Sanfrecce forward. That's a wonderful ball. Not a bad first touch from Maeda. Couldn't find Germaine in the area. Nicely done by Suzuki. Felipe. Starting to inch forward. Bellmare not really been in the opposition third in the first almost quarter of an hour of this match. Ball given away cheaply now. Danger here for Bellmare. Kato, chance to run. Thought about the shot. Oh, in the end, the worst of all options. Bit of a waste of an opportunity. He'll be happy so far. We'd like a little bit more cutting edge up front. great support, wonderful stadium. This Edion Peace Wing Hiroshima. It's a stadium adjacent to where the atomic bomb was dropped, and if you go to the J.League website and click on Sanfrecce's page, there's a lovely video explaining the new stadium and some of the philosophy behind it. Built on an area that hadn't been developed, and it's become a real exciting place for this club to continue their progress. Previously, of course, at the Hiroshima Big Arch, this a football-specific stadium. I think the stat was it's only 8 meters from the touchline to the first seat, and that's what you want in a football stadium, isn't it? And it is a great atmosphere. Canada as well. Here's Shirtani. Sasaki. Minutes, 16 minutes gone. It's been all Hiroshima so far. No goals though for all their efforts. Sasaki coming forward from the back. Don't think I knew too much about that. But it is a corner. They play some good balls in behind the defence. It was in fact Matsumoto who made the unknowing clearance. But defending to be done by the visitors in front of their fans who have made the journey. Taken by Nakajima. It's a good ball in. The keeper got something on it. Back in, hoiked back in by Tanaka. Keeper comes again and again, just about gets something on it. Taking his man as well. He's going to have to keep his concentration because the referee is letting play continue. And now he'll come and have a little look at the injury situation. If it is a head injury, we'll make sure that the trainer comes on. And it was a teasing ball. And the keeper did well, eyes only on the ball. And it was in fact the collision with Sasaki that has left him in some discomfort. Right, it's a long old trip, 1,000-mile round trip for the faithful. 4 hours on the bullet train. Let's have a look at this again. It's not the keeper. No, there is a high arm from Sasaki. Brazilian is the man who's on the end of it. I'm not sure that was deliberate in any way. Instructions being imparted during the pause to Fuji. Many fans making their voices heard in this cavernous stadium. We'll be okay. And that's nice to see Sasaki just making sure he is okay. Second season at the club, mostly sub-appearances in the league to be fair. 4 league goals so far for him. He'll be looking perhaps to be the hero here. 20 minutes gone, 0-0 here in Hiroshima. Lots of huffing and puffing by the home side, but no real clear-cut chances as of yet. Germaine will be hoping to do better though. Ota. Dribble out of play. Suzuki Ota. Arrived in July. Bellmare. From Rex Nagata. Poor touch from Higashi, but did well to recover. That's a lovely touch from Kato. Sasaki with a bit of time to ponder. Ditto for Yamazaki. Now the press comes. Bellmare happy just to wait on the halfway line for the ball to come towards them. Shotani, Yamazaki and Sasaki can just play the ball between themselves, but then they've got to think about getting the ball forward in a timely manner. Kato. Not getting into the opposition half with any degree of danger in the last couple of minutes. Here's Sasaki looking to put that right. Nakajima, nice ball forward to Kato. Here's Higashi. Lovely ball inside. Nakajima. Not this time. Anywhere will do for Tomoyo Fuji. Ball though coming back in, and it will flash across the face of goal. No one there to put the final touch in. Nakajima with white shirts all around him. Got past one, but not the second challenge. He's a dangerous customer, isn't he, the midfielder? Just 19 years of age in his third season at Sanfrecce. Scored in the Emperor's Cup quarter-final last week. And, also scored in the AFC Champions League 2 in March. There's Kato. Not the ball he would have wanted to have delivered. Oh, Suzuki taken down late by Felipe. A little bit of afters there, I think, from the earlier incident, but it stays amicable. Pressure still on Bellmare. Shonan Bellmare at the moment leading on aggregate. Maeda, that's great from the midfielder, and there's the first goal of this second leg. Level on aggregate. It's been coming. They pushed and they prodded. Maeda got past his man a little too easily, and it was a little too easy for Kato as well. Scored the first goal of the first leg and scored the first goal of the second leg. Now surely Bellmare have to come out of their shell a little bit. Kato will be a little disappointed that he didn't get the challenge in there, but another well-worked goal from Sanfrecce. And we are at 3-3 in this tie on aggregate. It is the aggregate that matters, and well, at least Coach Satoshi Yamaguchi has a chance to get his players together straight afterwards. What he says to him, I wonder. Let's get out of our shells, let's get up the other end, let's give them something to worry about. Bellmare, a remarkable record of never being beaten in this competition by Sanfrecce Hiroshima. That goal's got the crowd going. But they've had a chance to regroup, reset. The visitors will not panic just yet. Remember, they came back from behind to win on home turf. They have controlled the match thus far. 20 minutes to go in this first half. It is a tie where you feel there are goals in it. At the moment, you can only see the team in violet there. Viola scoring at the moment, but there's a long way to go. Space for Suzuki. They are moving the ball around nicely. Higashi. It's a nicely weighted ball for the goal scorer, Kato. It's all a little too easy at the moment. Higashi with the ball inside. Somehow they clear their lines, and that's a bad first touch from Suzuki. You could hear what he thought of that. Clever little balls. Did well under pressure, Higashi, to put that ball into the, or towards the 6-yard box. Respite, good work from the forward, getting the foul. Felipe has been in the wall so far, not had a sniff in front of the Sanfrecce goal so far. Not been a game so far with a lot of chances, but the one that came along, Kato put away very nicely. A little bit careful here. And, Bellmare did that nicely, good chest down from Suzuki. Ota. Kato. Oa. Haven't seen too much from Ricardo in terms of creating. The Brazilian anchoring midfield, the number 6 on his back for Shonan rather. Yoshida. It's a bit of a nothing ball, and Sanfrecce will be happy enough. Rare touch from Zhong, who's been a spectator so far in the home side's goal. That'll be offside by some distance from Suzuki. Again, captain a bit quiet as well. Suzuki just 22 years of age, and yet has the captain's armband. There's another captain. So Sasaki. He's a little older at 35. Fuji not been so far his game, his evening. He was impressive in that first leg, playing against the club he started his career at. Suzuki Plenty of time. I think the word has gone, press a bit deeper for Shonan Bellmare. They've started the press a little further into Sanfrecce's half, and I think that's a much better idea than inviting pressure. That's a great ball, goodness me. Germaine lurking, couldn't get the ball. The danger's not clear just yet. Suzuki surrounded by Hiroshima players. Really good pressure from the home side. Higashi. Put away by Kato. Taken quickly. Suzuki coming deep. This is Ricardo. A little bit of time and space to try and find Fuji, who couldn't control it. Tied it up by Kato. Too easy for Sanfrecce. No real pressure on them, able to push the ball around. Perhaps that much confidence in the Bellmare camp, given their league campaign. Last league match, lost the epic 9-goal thriller against Gamba Osaka. We're 2-0 up and 3-2 in the 100th minute goal. Not enough to earn them a point. Lovely ball and a lovely touch from Higashi. It's a little deep, 2 banks of 4. Bellmare. That's a lovely touch from Kato. And there's a bit of space here for Higashi to get the ball in. It's a lovely ball as well. Really important header. I think that was Ota, it was. Given the pressure that Hiroshima have exerted here, this is only their second corner of the match. Remember, we go for a quick water break, an official one. Sanfrecce fans, the happier of the two. They've had all the pressure and the 1 goal. Suzuki Kato on 23 minutes. Oh, there's plenty of space from the short corner. And Fuji got lucky there. Bellmare switching off a little bit to the danger of the short corner. Nakano, will he launch this one? No. Nakajima. Space for Sasaki. Ball in is headed away by Iowa. Germaine trying to get on the back of that, couldn't quite connect. Higashi is relentless so far in this half from Hiroshima. No shots on target, no shots at all from Bellmare. Shintani getting forward, the centre half, decent ball in, away by Iowa. It's all one way at the moment. other matches, by the way, still 0-0 in all those second legs. Ball possession at the moment, 71% for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Shots on target 4-0. Shots, total shots on target 2-0. It is a story of one-way traffic at the moment, with 10 minutes to go in this first half. Away by Oiwa. Still unable to get it out of the last third, and it's Germaine. Couldn't quite control it, gets the ball in, and a little tucked up, dangerous pass. It's a lovely run. Another little touch as well. Not this time from Nakajima. Away fans still enjoying themselves, still making noise, still know they're in this tie despite the fact they've been rather battered in the first 36 minutes of this match. And here comes Fuji for the first time, able to make some space here. Here's Suzuki! They have scored against the run of play. Would you believe it? What a break. Home fans are stunned. The captain scores completely against the run of play. That was really good from Tomoya Fuji. What a little touch that was from Felipe as well. And once he was in that position, Akito Suzuki unlikely to miss. Well, would you believe it? They are ahead on the aggregate once again. Only club, fourth year for the 22-year-old at Shonan Bellmare. 10 league goals last season. Yeah, it's early in the game. There's more to come, but John has not had much to do, but he had to pick the ball out of the net there, and it's 1-1, 4-3 on aggregate to Bellmare. It's a really good header from Nakano, got up but hurt himself in the process. I don't have to hand the expected goals, but I can tell you it'd be close to 0 before they scored. And a blow to the face, the defender. A little bit of blood from the hooter there. Yoshida is smiling, and he can believe what's just happened. But on the break is the plan. Don't think there was any nefarious intent from Germaine using his arms to get height, but did clout his opponent in the process. Bellmare, well, if they can get into the semi-finals, you never know, might kick-start the league season and also provide the manager with a few headaches in terms of selection. Obviously, got a few changes made. 7 changes from both sides in the first leg from the league team. Suzuki certainly has been impressive. enjoyed that, didn't he? Has been scoring as well in the league. Scored against FC Tokyo, middle of August. Scored against Osaka in the middle of July. So he is a man, as well as being a midfield creator, who can put the ball in the back of the net. There'll be quite a bit of time, I think, to be added on to the 45. Drinks break. A couple of lengthy injuries as well. Penny for his thoughts. The 29-year-old, on loan from Suwon FC in South Korea, did not have much to do until that ball went flashing past him from Akito Suzuki. Can the home side dust themselves down and get back in front in this leg and back on level terms in the tie? Teasing ball, bit of space in the box. Somehow it is cleared. That was Okuno coming back to help. Felipe will stay in an advanced position, looking for a break. If they can get another goal, certainly the cat is amongst the pigeons at that point. Not quite from Maeda. Couldn't get the ball forward, but there will be a free kick in a decent position here. Put it back for the first challenge. Not particularly happy with the decision. See perhaps their point. The Bellmare players, anyway, is what it is. Okuno's the solitary man in the wall. Nakajima ready to deliver. It's a decent ball in, again a really good punch from Yoshida. He's had to do that a couple of times in this match. Kato, scorer of the first goal, as he was in the first leg. You wouldn't want to bet which way this is going to go. There's some twists and turns. Suzuki, the scorer of the second goal in this match, defending. Once again, Shonan Bellmare happy just to sit back in their own half and invite a little bit of pressure perhaps, but they will look to break when they can. Not this time from Tomoyo Fuji. Tied it up. Here's Sasaki. Jima, Germaine, they're just getting a little excited here. Germaine again, it's a poor shot under pressure, couldn't get the power he needed. Nice little change of angle from Nakajima, but under enough pressure just to fluff that shot a little bit. Yamasaki just did enough. Nudge on Felipe. Nakajima. Sasaki. Getting back to walking pace. Last minute of the 45. I think there'll be perhaps 4 or 5 minutes, perhaps a bit more, you don't know, to play until they get a well-deserved half-time drink. Possibly a change of shirt, given how hot it is. Good defending from Fuji. Not quite clear his lines as he would have liked. Higashi. Sasaki. Now trying to up the pressure and the intensity. Needs to be duplicated on the pitch. Ball in from Higashi, looking for Germaine. Half-hearted appeals for handball. 7 minutes of time to be added on. Let's have a look at this again. Well, yes, but kind of no at the same time. Officials not interested, and that's the most important thing. Ota. Flick on, there's a good one from Felipe. Oh, but it's wasted. Higashi tidies up. Kojima's been really impressive in midfield for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. He does very well to keep out of the way. So Kato and to navigate his way past the official. Ichiro Fukushima, I say the man in black, the man in yellow today. Cute from Yoshida. Samoto. There is Suzuki. I think he was trying to find the throw-in for his side. Oh, lovely again from Nakajima. In the space on the edge of the box, Nakajima again. Now his midfield partner Tanaka, they're hitting the ball around beautifully here. And there's space for Nakano, who fluffs his lines. Noise around the stadium goes up a little bit. Tanaka, helped on by Sasaki. Higashi, good ball in. Anywhere will do, but Ikeda has got a bit of time, a bit of space. And Felipe, jumped by Yamasaki. Higashi taking on Fuji again. Gets the ball in, and again there's space. No space for Nakajima though. Here's Felipe in a tight spot as well, but does well. Now then, on the break, and the whistles start to resound around the stadium. Suzuki, that's not particularly tidy, and Ota will have to backtrack. Higashi, that's a lovely teasing ball. This time not trying the shot. Was that a foul? The referee was well placed. Very well placed to tell. Wasn't interested. No goals in the other matches at the moment. We'll keep you up to date with that as we get into the second half, of course. Kato. Still some minutes to go in this first half, and there has been a goal. I'll tell you about it in just a minute. Oh, it's a lovely ball forward. Still the danger's not clear. Keeper has to come. Naoki Maeda trying to tiptoe his way through. Somehow he got past Oiwa, couldn't get past Yoshida, who's been by far the busier of the two keepers. Just an update, Kawasaki Frontale have scored a penalty from Erison against Urawa Reds. They are 2-1 up on aggregate. Advantage at the moment to the visitors in this tie. Shonan Bellmare 4-3 1-1 on the night. They have really shocked this team and the manager, I imagine. Maybe by far the happier, given how it's played out. They've been second best all through this half. Just one chance and one goal on the break. Good header from Sasaki. Yoshida. Headed forward by Higashi. Nakajima calm under pressure. He my player of the half, but you may have a different opinion. Higashi, he's been busy as well. That's a lovely ball. Now then, Kato looking to get the ball in. He'll leave it for Higashi. First time. Header from Oiwa, and the shot takes a deflection. Oh, that was worrying Yoshida, who's already starting to dive. Shutani it was with the effort, the centre half. The veteran now, 36 years of age. Over 250 league appearances for the club in 2 spells. Third corner for the home team. Keeper decides not to come this time. It was a good decision. Thought around it this time again. It's pinging around the penalty area, but they cannot get the ball in the back of the net. 30 seconds of the added time to go. Shonan Bellmare will be happier by far of the two teams, given the fact that they've done nothing but defend, bar go up the other end and score. Higashi. Lovely ball in on Kato. Higashi again. This is good pressure. Can they score right at the death in this first half? Well, they've got a chance here, a free kick in a really dangerous position. Certainly hit the hand. I didn't know too much about it. Or the arm. Pretty well placed to decide on that. And they've got only seconds left this half, but they're insisting on cooling themselves down. Kato. Here's Nakajima over the ball. Shiotani, the centre halfer, we know has got a decent shot on him. This is right under the noses of the visiting fans, who have a good sighter of where this is going. Higashi has joined the party, 3 over the ball, deep into injury time here. Nakajima and Higashi, I think will be Nakajima looking for that top corner. Higashi, no, it will be Nakajima. It's a waste. And that, I think, will just about be that for this first half. I said far corner, he went for the near corner. It wasn't far away, but the keeper certainly had it covered. Okay, well, slight hesitation, everyone a little bit confused, but that whistle has gone. The first half has concluded, and somehow Shonan Bellmare find themselves level in the match and ahead on aggregate. Natsuki Kato with the first goal on 23 minutes for the home side, but a breakaway goal, the captain Akito Suzuki scoring for Shonan Bellmare. It's been all one-way traffic. But at half-time here in the Peace Wing Stadium in Hiroshima, it is Sanfrecce Hiroshima 1, Shonan Bellmare 1, Shonan ahead so far on aggregate. Welcome back to Hiroshima. We do have a change at half-time for the home side. Sota Nakamura coming on, and Yutaro Oda as well coming on for the visitors. So two changes. For Bellmare as well. Fuji is the man who's come off, and also Felipe. So two changes there for the visitors. Interesting to see whether that changes the balance of this match. Came on in the first leg as well, of course, Oda. 1-1 at half-time, and of course an advantage Bellmare at the moment. About to get underway. This is going to be a big 45 minutes in terms of the Levain Cup, and a semi-final place, of course, is at stake. Visitors, Bellmare in their change strip of white, the home side in their Viola striking strip, of course. So a few changes at half-time. But will it be the same old story? Ball over the top is a decent one. Looking for Maeda. Started the first half by the look of it as they mean to go on once again. It's all possession for the home side. Can they finally overcome Bellmare in this League Cup competition, the Levain Cup? Interesting that Felipe has been replaced at half-time, perhaps fitness, perhaps tactical. Certainly one change from that man. Needs one more goal to take it to extra time, a couple more to win it outright. And well, Satoshi Yamaguchi will be very happy that his side have prevailed in terms of scoring really against the run of play. Here's Ota. No corner kicks in the first half for Bellmare. Will it be a different balance in the second half? Here's Akira, who will take this. Decent ball to the back post, punched from Jong. Had very little to do in the first half. Akira with the ball back in again, and it's flashing over the top of the bar. It's the substitute who very nearly did something spectacular with his first touch. Quite, as always, training to get the ball. Wonderful entertainment at half-time for the crowd, and perhaps I have entertainment here. Here's Maeda. Oh, thought about the shot. pass was not really of the quality needed. Shonan coming forward from the back. He's seeing got the skills to do it. The crowd have been fantastic, unwavering in their support in the first half, and the noise is once again deafening at the Edion P. Swing Stadium. Maeda, here's Nakano, Tanaka, just miscontrolled by Nakajima. Nakano, Shutani, twisting and turning, and the ball's a decent one for Maeda. He just was back on his heels, couldn't get the ball. 3 changes at half-time, just the one for the home side if you've just joined us. Nakamura coming on for them, couple for the visitors as well, with Oda on. This second half gone. Yoshida, ball forward, nicely taken down by Okuno. Bit of possession for the visitors, who really have been under the cosh. Playing out robbery, and they managed to come away 1-1 in that first half. 76-24 by my reckoning, the ball possession. 10-2 the total shots, and shots on target 3 versus 1. And they might get a chance of another one here, just a little bit wide. Oda has it! Oh, it was not far away. Well, when they get the ball in dangerous positions, they are dangerous. Nakano couldn't quite get the run to make the shot himself, but he angled it back, and Yutaro Oda didn't leave much in the locker with that effort, did he? Scored his first goal last weekend in first half injury time. Great skill on the edge of the box, and then a thunderbolt. I mean, he transferred it from one foot to the other, bamboozled his defender, and then, a bit like you saw there, decided to just launch it as fast as he could. No way through for Akida. Thought he was fouled. I often see them given the other way. Sasaki was the man who came across to do the defensive work, and it is Sasaki who has the ball now. Nakajima had a very good first half, looking for an equally industrious and skillful second. Nakano, headed on by Germaine. Keeper will come, and the keeper will quite sensibly use his feet rather than his hands. One of those moments, isn't it, when you think the ball's coming into the box and you have to readjust. It can bring calamity, not this time. Nakajima, that's the ball through to Tanaka. Interception from Ricardo. Shida with the ball back, but only as far as Shutani. Better pressing, more urgent pressing from the visitors, and Suzuki very nearly nipping that ball away. Just got his boots in front of them, Tanaka. A bit more active in midfield. Oh, that's late, is it? The referee says play on anyway. Good chance here for Hiroshima. They're lining up, you know. No one can get the ball at their fingertips. Embarrassment of riches in terms of players waiting to pick that ball up. But no one can get it into their left or right boot and put it away. It's a better start from Shonan Bellmare, but they're still under pressure. Danger on the edge of the box here. Here's Germaine, a lovely little ball through, and that's a fabulous save from Yoshida. Had to be alert there. Didn't have the greatest game in the first leg, but he's been very good here. He might have to be good again. There is danger. Germaine, it takes a deflection, and somehow it stays out. Flag may have gone up. Now they are knocking on the door. That was a lovely ball, early pass, not dealt with by the defence. Germaine, it took a deflection off of Kato. Everyone on their backsides, including the keeper. Goal was gaping, but the flag had gone up. It wouldn't have counted. So Ricardo getting the bird from the crowd for taking a while to get up. You know the referee will stop his watch. We had 7 minutes of time in the first half added on. Man on loan from Kawasaki Frontale. Nita about to come on. The man who scored the injury time winner in the first leg. And it's going to be Ikeda who makes way. So Rio Nita comes on like he did in the first leg. 22-year-old on loan from Uwara Reds. Been at his club since July. He's still smiling, and well he might. It's still advantage Shonan Bellmare, 4-3 on aggregate. Nakajima. Nicely done by Matsumoto. Just clearing the danger. Zhong. Nice distribution. Shutani. That's not such good distribution. Here's Suzuki. Well, it had to be a stretch for Z Ricardo. He got there eventually, and Yoshida will just bullet it down the other end. And his opposite number will come and tidy up. Very distinctive with his American football patches under his eyes for the glare, I believe, from the floodlights. Give and go. Sasaki with the ball over the top. It's a decent one as well. Oh, now then, referee has a decision to make. He points to the spot. Nakamura it is. The substitute who wins a penalty. Suzuki, another substitute who took the first bite of the cherry outside of the box. The ball slid past him, and it was the faintest of touches, but it was enough. It was enough. Chance to go level on aggregate, to edge ahead in this second leg. Well, come on, hoping to make a difference, but you kind of don't want that kind of difference. Okay, Suzuki. Well, he's been great, Yoshida, thus far. In goal for Bellmare. That's the heat map. Doesn't seem to have a preferred area of the goal. I wonder, well, we are going to VAR. I did wonder whether VAR may want to have a little look at this, because it was the briefest of slightest of touches. And that's brought the first kind of hush in this stadium for the whole of the match. So, contact there. There may well have been a handball from Yoshida. Well, what have they decided? Complete, and we carry on. Germaine it is, up against Yoshida. It's a good penalty. No mistake from Germaine. And we are level on aggregate. Sent the keeper the wrong way. Looked at him square in the eyes as he made his run up. And this time he's been a bit hit and miss literally this season with his penalties, but well, the fans like the result. Hasn't scored since the end of May, and that drought is over. Tie is all level again. Here's Suzuki, nice little pass inside, tidied up, and gets the foul by Nakajima. The keepers might be busy if it stays like this. We will go to extra time, and then we will go to penalties. Oh, we got nothing planned for later in the day. A little flick on from Nakano. And a change is about to be made for Sanfrecce. Kimishita is about to come on, the man who scored the second goal in the first leg for them. 3-2 defeat, of course. Very speedy, beat the defence for pace in scoring that goal. Nita had to hurry. Matsumoto. scratch your head at some stage. Referee just making sure everything's okay. Captain in the wars. Naoki Maeda it is who's going to come off. Positive change from the German coach. Arrived at Sanfrecce Hiroshima in June. 4 league goals already. Scored last weekend against Osaka in that 1-1 draw, so he's in decent form. A couple of goals in a week. Can he make it 1 or 2 more? Shirtani. All the way back to Korean keeper, Jung. Flick on Nakano. Well, will this bring Sanfrecce Hiroshima the win, or can Shonan Bellmare come out of their shell a little bit? It's not a disaster still for them, is it? They are level on aggregate, and they have shown they have the pace on the break to do damage. Nice ball from Okuno over the top. Nita. Suzuki wants it in the box. It was heading towards Oda. Important interception in the end. Suzuki, Yuko Suzuki, that is, trying to get the ball to either Oda or Akito Suzuki. Second corner of the game for the visitors. Nakano, centre half who likes to take the corner kicks. Keeper goes down. Amongst the melee. Not doing anything too serious, he's back up again. Being protected by Nakajima best he can. Nakano then over the ball in front of his home, the visiting fans rather. A decent ball in across everybody. So Ricardo tries once, will try again. Here's Suzuki. Oh my word, that was close. Still pushing, still pressing. Ricardo again. Suzuki, Akito Suzuki. Ball in is fumbled by the keeper, and that is a hugely important interception. That was goal bound from the Brazilian. Ricardo a little quiet so far in this match, but that was going in. They responded well to conceding that penalty. Nakano saving the bacon of the home side. Okono ready to take this. Good spell of pressure. Waiting for the referee to be happy with things down on the touchline. Anyway, we're ready to go. Kano with the ball in over everybody. No one lurking. Wasn't a poor ball necessarily. 4-4 on aggregate. Just over 20 minutes to go. before we start thinking about extra time. Just the one goal in the other matches. Kawasaki Frontale at half-time, 1-up against the Reds, 2-1 up on aggregate. And Bellmare must be doing something right. They're getting a bird from the crowd, and that was very nearly through on goal. Here is a chance for Oda, who couldn't get any power on the shot. First touch, it was in fact Suzuki, wasn't great, and then rather snatched at the follow-up. Nakano with the header. Germaine scored the penalty, pushes it forward. Safety first from Shonan Bellmare. Kinoshita, the substitute. Bit of space. Oda's on manoeuvres. And here he goes. Shepherded nicely by Yamasaki. Nakano. Ricardo. Now chance for Bellmare to come forward. Oh, it's poor from Ricardo. He's put his team in a bit of pressure here. Kinoshita showing that pace, tall, rangy player, isn't he? Didn't get the ball he wanted. Away by Matsumoto. Nakano. A lot more even in this second half, but with 20 minutes to go, who knows where this tie is going. Possession a little more even in this second half, but not much. Here's Oda. So settle for the throw. Well, I think we said this in the first leg, given these two teams, I think there's every possibility, without jinxing it, there's going to be a goal or two still in the match. And if not, well, we'll go to penalties. This is the penalty that we've had in normal time. It was marginal perhaps, but yeah, I had a look at it, they were happy, and so was Rio Germaine after slotting home a textbook penalty. 2-1 they lead Sanfrecce Hiroshima on the night, 4-4 on aggregate. Who knows where this is going? What we do know is there's a short break. Temperature still hovering not far off the 30-degree mark. And we're going to have another change here with Anose coming on. In these temperatures, good to rotate, isn't it? Deep in conversation on the tactical board. And it is Ricardo who will come off. Just his third season at Bellmare, and Valérie Germaine will come on, the Frenchman. And Kato will make way. The man who scored the first goal can take a breather. And we have of not only Germaine, the Japanese striker, but this man here as well. Both these teams putting attacking positive substitutions into play. Just over a quarter of an hour to go. Who's going to be the hero here? Nicely done by Nakano, but a little bit of pressure. Good pressing from the home side. Calm from Yoshida, finding Nita. Certainly keener to press higher up the pitch. Sanfrecce. Too casual the pass forward. Here's Ota. Nakano. The run was a decent one from Ukano. Ball goes nicely for Suzuki. Oh, the ball from Oda wasn't the greatest. And they will concede possession. Foul from Onoza. Clever from Germaine, the newest addition on the pitch. 35-year-old Frenchman from Marseille. Started at Monaco. Transferred to his hometown. Also had a couple of seasons at MacArthur FC in Australia. But has been in Japan since February. Locked at 4 apiece on aggregate. It's been a goal fest for sure. Both of these ties. Kono. 4 pass. Tamaka. Nakano. Like to stay down for Germaine. Nakano again. Couldn't get past the first defender. Tied up by Sasaki. Yamasaki. Shiotani. A trio of central defenders in the back three. The ball was not a bad one. Dealt with in the end by Matsumoto. Suzuki in a little spot of bother. Nita helps him get out of it. It will be a throw to Sanfrecce. This time it is Sanfrecce who are the favourites to go through. Even before this match, most of the previews you perused would say, given their league status and being at home, they should progress. Who's got the most energy? Who can keep going? The substitutes have been coming thick and fast in this heat. Certainly needed. Germaine strong up against Matsumoto. He's okay. They stun the hosts again. Bellmare going to have to get up the other end to do it. Oh, very nearly through to Oda. And a bit of space and a bit of time for Kinoshita. Goes down under the challenge, but I think it was more of a slip. inside the box. Just for a moment the crowd thought there was a real opportunity. 4-4 locked in this aggregate, in this quarter-final tie. Nice bit of skill on that far side. They want to play the carry on, but referee brings it back. More trouble for Vissel Kobe in their match against Yokohama FC. They're 2 down on aggregate, and they've just lost Thula to a red card in that quarter-final tie. Bellmare looking to come and score in front of their fans on that left-hand side as we look at the pitch. There's a chance for Bellmare. Oh, it's really well dealt with by Yamasaki. Oda. Still Bellmare have it, looking for an opportunity, just a little too congested on the edge of the box. Now a chance for Germaine. It was really well done by Kinoshita, who held the ball up well, and he has it here! Great save, Yoshida. Well, for once, it's the home side who are doing the attacking on the break. Oh, did just enough on the halfway line not to concede the free kick. He would have been in trouble. That was definitely heading inside the near post, but Yoshida managing to save from Kinoshita. Kinoshita scored in the 86th minute in the first leg. Looked like he might have done it again there. Corner kick, Nakajima over it. Waiting the referee for the wrestling to finish. Here comes the corner. Past the first defender. We'll have another chance perhaps to get the ball in. Wanted to do it first time. He'll put it on to the right foot. Oh, bounces off Germaine, who was offside. And Bellmare ride their luck once again. It wasn't Germaine, it was Kinoshita, who was miles offside. No wonder he looked a little confused. Well, we had 2 goals inside the last 5-10 minutes. 86th minute from Kinoshita and then Ryonita, 92nd minute. So let's not rule out this being decided within the 90. Rio Germaine, his namesake, narrowly making the cross run. And now here's Oda, who was causing trouble. It was dealt with at the back by Yamasaki and Shiotani. He's a handful since he's come on, the 24-year-old. Had a spell at Hearts in Scotland. From Shiotani, and that's an aimless ball. And it has to be said, the longer this match has gone, the more Shonan Bellmare have come into the match, and we are going to have what I make to be the final substitution from Shonan Bellmare shortly. I wonder if there's half an eye on penalties at this point. certainly not going to substitute your best penalty takers, are you? Rosa and Sasaki coming together. Well, here we go. It is going to be a change, and it is going to be Koki Tachi who comes on in place of Suzuki Ota. Sent off against Gambo Osaka after a defensive error on the halfway line, pulled his man down. This is another match, another opportunity. Oh, left by Oda, very nearly worked for Suzuki. Here is the captain, looking for an opportunity. He was lining up to pull the trigger with his right foot. Last ditch tackle from Sasaki denied him. It was a real opportunity. First touch was good. Somehow Sasaki got a boot on it. The danger was gone. He was really on balance. He did really well. Five minutes to go, plus injury time, and then we go to extra time. Turned up by Nakano. Yamazaki is there for Hiroshima at the back. Bit of space, bit of time on the halfway line for the home side. Tanaka. Nakano. Sasaki very nearly closed down. Nakano wants it on the wing. Tanaka couldn't quite get his body shape right to oblige. Nakajima once again possession, and looking for an incisive moment to open up the Bellmare defence. Germaine has put a old man, by playing terms, a mature eye to proceedings. Certainly has looked to boss things up front. That's a nice little ball from Rio Germaine. Nakano has it. Back to the penalty taker, the penalty scorer. Nakano, Tanaka, it's a little tight. Chance perhaps from distance from Shiotani. The follow-up. Oh, Germaine unable to get his head on it. That's a fabulous save from Yoshida, who's had a good game, and that's great distribution to Oda. Little ball just behind Nita. On the break. Here goes Nita again. There's no one there. Someone needed to be gambling inside the box. Suzuki trying to make amends. Fairly got the ball, but he got it from behind, and Tanaka will be able to take the throw or leave it to somebody else, but does the work. It was dipping and curving. Shiotani, we know, can hit them well. That might have been the decider, but Yoshida was equal to the task. I did put the kibosh on it by saying there's surely more goals in this game. throw from Nakano. Too much space really for Kinoshita. It'll be a corner kick. Swarm around the goal to get some liquids on. And another draining 45 minutes for these teams. Last minute of the 90. Nakajima to take. Is there a sting in the tail of this match? Decent ball in. It wasn't controlled. There was a chance for Kinoshita, couldn't quite get up there. Kinoshita will take his time here. And the longer this game goes on, the more I think the visitors will fancy their chances. Shonan Bellmare yet to be beaten in the Levain, the League Cup, by Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Will this be business as normal? They were absolutely battered in the first half, defended stoutly, scored on the break, conceded that penalty, which they will be disappointed about. We are level on aggregate. 3-2 in the first leg, 2-1 to Hiroshima in the second. Penny for his thoughts. Seven minutes of time to be added on, like the first half. Plenty of time for there to be a settling of this Germaine ball, looking for his namesake inside, but it's tidied up by Matsumoto. Back though with Tanaka. Sasaki, now Nakamura. Fabulous atmosphere. The fans have had an enjoyable match here. Still not decided. Suzuki looking to do something on the break. Still the home side push, they press, they prod, they probe. Here's Tanaka, a bit of space, couldn't quite get the gap he needed for the shot. Shiotani. Nakano with the ball in over the heads of everybody. Are we heading to extra time? In this heat it's going to be a stretch, isn't it? Substitutions more or less have been made. Well, there's no let up in intensity from the fans. Come Sanfrecce Hiroshima again, home side, looking to take that possession they've had and do a bit more with it. Nakano, Germaine, Germaine, Tanaka, Shiotani's come forward. That's a lovely ball, and was there a shove from Amose? I don't think so. The ball is in again, and there it is, the winner, surely, 94th minute. It is Valerie Germaine, the veteran. just as we thought we might have to go to extra time, the stout defending of Shonan Bellmare is broken. Initial ball was a bit of a nothing ball, but Valery Germaine didn't get distracted, kept his eye on proceedings, and that is a fabulous header right at the death to break the visitors' hearts. And it looks very much like it is going to be a first League Cup win against Shonan Bellmare for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. He's had a great game, but there was nothing he could do about that. Wow, how about that? Is there still another twist? Certainly we know for once they're going to have to come and not try and score on the break. Shonan Bellmare, they're going to have to try and pressure. They've got a couple of minutes to do something here. Now it's Hiroshima sat back defending. They've got just over 90 seconds to do that. Over the head. Oh, I think that was Nita who'd come across. Well, we had a 92nd minute winner in the first leg. We've had a 94th minute goal here. 23,694 in here. Sounds like there's 50,000 in here. It really is a fabulous atmosphere, and the majority of the fans will be happy. The few hundred will have to go all the way back to Greater Tokyo, to Naratsuka. They will not be quite so happy. What drama we've had. Last minute of the second half. Long ball looking for dividends for Shonan Bellmare. Just seconds left for Bellmare to pull this one out of the fire. They have scrapped. They have defended well, but not well enough in the end. Referee, a glance at the watch. Kinoshota couldn't get the ball where he wanted it. Yoshida will launch it forward. Massive header from Sasaki. Germaine happy just to pass it back if he has to. Sasaki into extra time on top of the time added on. Can they get another goal here? Germaine trying to set up Tanaka. Now Nakano will have a go. It's taken a deflection. There's another goal. Oh, just to rub salt into the wounds of Shonan Bellmare. Beyond doubt now, 6-4 in aggregate, 4-1 on the night. Well, we weren't wrong, were we, in saying there were more goals in this match. This time, it's an assist. And that, is horrible. Is that an own goal? We'll see where it was given to. Bounced off the chest of Tachi. Job done. Whoever scored that one, doesn't matter. They're happy, they know. They're on the way into the semi-finals. Could be another goal here, you know. Oh, just when we thought we were seeing enough of the goal scoring, another one. And given to Nakano, that goal, by the way. In a way, it's academic. Anyway, into the 100th minute. Referee still hasn't blown his whistle. The away fans, to their credit, still going as well. They've seen a very, very impressive defensive rearguard action. Didn't work out in the end. And under the green wasn't for Shonan Bellmare. Whistle goes in an epic quarter-final match. Michael Skibbett has been put through the ringer, but they've come out on top. You've got a feel for Yoshida, who made some great saves. Goals from Suzuki Kato, a penalty from Germaine, Valerie Germaine with a 94th minute goal, and then deep into injury time, Nakano rubbing salt into the wound. Kato with the only goal, Suzuki with the only goal for Shonan Bellmare. It's been a dramatic one, but it is Sanfrecce Hiroshima who will progress into the semi-finals. Another humdinger of a tie between these two. It's had a little bit of everything. It has ended in disappointment for Shonan Bellmare, but they have certainly played their part in what has been a wonderful Levain Cup quarter-final. Final score here, 4-1 on the night, 6-4 on aggregate. Sanfrecce Hiroshima go through to the semi-finals.
サンフレッチェ広島バレール・ジェルマン選手です。まずは苦しい試合勝ち切りました。今のお気持ちをお願いします。
Very good. It was a difficult game. I think we played a very good game, and finally at the end we could score 2 goals. So I think the win was very good for us.
そうですね、本当に勝てて嬉しいですし、なかなか厳しい試合でしたけど、最後こうやって2点差つけて勝てることができて本当に嬉しく思ってます。
アディショナルタイムのゴールはみんなの気持ちが乗り移ったゴールでしたね。
Yeah, it was a very, very good cross from Sota. And for sure I want to score a goal to help the team, and finally tonight I could score, so it's very good because now we can play the semi-final.
はい、そうですね、ソータからの本当に素晴らしいクロスだったので頭に当てるだけっていう感じでしたけども、ずっとこういうゴールを自分の中で待ち望んでいたもののなかなか取れなかったので、やっと皆さんの前で取れて本当に良かったですし、なんといってもやっぱり次のラウンドに 準決勝に進めたっていうのが本当に嬉しく思ってます。
これで準決勝進出、カップ戦、リーグ戦ともに全てタイトルの可能性を残しました。
Yeah, we are still in 4 competition with the ACL coming soon, so I think we deserve to win something this season. I don't know which competition, but hopefully we can win more than one.
そうですね、ACL も含めると4つのコンペティションで全て、可能性がある中で、自分が来た時にずっと言ってましたけども、何か特別なものを皆さんと一緒に共有したいという思いでずっとやってるので、なんとかできればと思ってます。
ジェルマン選手でした。おめでとうございました。 ゴールを決められてすごい試合でした。まずは試合振り返っていただけますか。
Ja, erste Tor gemacht, aber Tor kassiert. Und auch am Ende ist es ein sehr, sehr heißes Spiel gewesen. Wie war denn heute das Spiel?
Ja, absolut, genau wie das Hinspiel. Es war unglaublich eng gegen eine Mannschaft, die sehr tief gut verteidigt und trotzdem dann sehr konterstark ist. Sie haben auch ein sehr schönes 1:1 erzielt. Aber insgesamt hat unsere Mannschaft viel mehr für das Spiel getan, viel mehr Tormöglichkeiten gehabt und auch verdient gewonnen.
そうですね、前回対戦と同じように相手が深いところから鋭いカウンターというところで相手も素晴らしいゴールを、決められてしまいました相手に、ただ本当に自分たちの方がたくさんチャンスを作っていましたし、1回ダメでも次から次へといいチャンスを繰り出すことができました。それゆえに、今日は勝利に値する、出来だったと思います。
7連戦の7戦目ということでアディショナルタイムに2得点、選手たち本当にすごいですね。
Englische Woche 7. Spiel, allerletztes Spiel und dann Nachspielzeit schon 2 Tore gemacht. Also stark gelaufen.
Ja, ganz genau. Wir sind natürlich froh, dass wir nicht noch in die Verlängerung mussten, weil bei den Temperaturen zu spielen gegen so einen Gegner ist sehr laufintensiv und wir freuen uns, dass wir nach 90 oder 95 Minuten das Spiel gewonnen haben. Wie gesagt, auch verdient, aber es war unglaublich eng, genau wie im Hinspiel auch.
そうですね、本当に延長にならなかったのが本当に良かったと思います。90分、95分で決着をつけられたこと素晴らしい、すごく良かったと思います。この暑さの中で、連戦の最後のところで120分やる、しかも相手は、走れる湘南ということでそういった、相手と、延長をやるのが非常に苦しい状態でした。ただ本当に相手も、いいサッカーをやってましたし、本当に、天才よりも、実力は均衡してたと思います。
これで準決勝進出です。来週はリーグ戦で首位の京都との対戦、そして ACL もあります。これからの向けてお願いします。
Ja, Kyoto ist Tabellenführer, sind eine der stärksten Mannschaften mit einer extremst guten Offensive. Und das wird natürlich ein enorm schweres Spiel. Aber auf der anderen Seite, an unseren guten Tagen, sind wir auch eine gute Mannschaft.
そうですね、本当に京都は特にオフェンスのところは非常に強い、今、首位を行くようなチームなので、非常に難しい試合になると思いますけれども、自分たちもいい準備をして、いい戦いができるんじゃないかと、そういうふうに思っています。
おめでとうございました。
Dankeschön. ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。